ada untuk kita. Jangan ragu lagi, asa ilmu iman takwa. Demi satu kata, bunda satu Indonesia. Yakin kita pasti.
Excellencies, distinguished speaker, guests, and all of the participants, we would like to inform you that the international webinar with the theme Entrepreneurship Shapes the Journey of Korean Content will begin now. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Peace be upon you. Good morning to all of our honorable and amazing participants, ladies and gentlemen. Before we proceed further, we would like to express our sincere gratitude to Excellency, the Coordinator of Elementary Teacher Education in Faculty of Education, the State University of Surabaya, Dr. Putri Rahmadianti SPD MPD, Excellency, Student Affairs Advisor for the Elementary Teacher Education in the Faculty of Education, the State University of Surabaya, Mr. Ramadan Kurnia Habibi, SPD MPD. Excellency, our speaker, Ms. Jen Jihye from Korea Consulting Group. Excellency, Dr. Ima Widiana, SPD MPD, as the moderator and lecturer of the State University of Surabaya. Honorable Head of Elementary Teacher Education Student Association, Rahman Nurrahud. Honorable Chief Executive of International Webinar, Natasha Ramiza. And of course, guests and all our future leaders who have joined for today. Now, let me introduce myself. My name is Trubus Trisusanti from Faculty of Education, will guide you along as a Master of Ceremony. First of all, I would like to say that it's such an honor and I am very delighted to be among all of you right here. And please, welcome to International Webinar with the theme Entrepreneurship Shapes the Journey of Korean Content. Today, Sunday, April the 27th, 2025. Honorable audience, over these few minutes, this meeting is going to provide you plenty of opportunities to discuss, share knowledge and insight about entrepreneurship shapes the journey of Korean content that will be discussed in detail by our outstanding speaker. In this occasion, let me deliver the structure of the day. The first agenda is opening ceremony. The second agenda is welcoming speech from Natasha Ramiza as the Chief Executive of this international webinar. The third agenda is welcoming speech from Dr. Putri Rahmadianti, SPD MPD, as the Coordinator of Elementary School Teacher Education in Faculty of Education, the State University of Surabaya. The fourth agenda is the main session, is the presentation from our distinguished speaker, Ms. Jen Jihye, and the presentation has 1 hour. Then, at the end of the presentation, it will be continued by question and answer session for 15 minutes on. And the last agenda is closing ceremony. Therefore, please follow our event till the end. Before we start our agenda, please let me explain the webinar rules. Webinar rules. Participants are required to rename the Zoom account with format name underscore instance. Participants are required to keep their camera on during the event. Participants must mute their microphone while the event is in progress, except when given permission by moderator. Participants might ask questions in two ways. That is, if you would like to ask questions directly to the speaker, participants can use the raise hand feature, and then they will be welcomed by the moderator. Or if you want to type your question in chat room, please type names and question succinctly in the Zoom chat room with format name underscore question. Then the question will be selected and read by the moderator. Participants must fill in the attendance. Participants are expected to follow the entire event until the end. Honorable distinguished speaker, participants, ladies and gentlemen, as our opening ceremony today, I would like to invite everyone to listen Indonesian national anthem, Indonesia Raya, Hymn State University of Surabaya, and PGSD March Song. To the organ singkomite in charge, please proceed.
Negeri Surabaya, mengembangkan ilmu pendidikan, didik putra bangsa, mencetak insan yang cerdas dan kompetitif, berakhlak mulia profesional, paham teknologi, demi masa depan generasi Indonesia, menggapai cita-cita gemilang tujuan kami. Fakultas Ilmu Pendidikan Universitas Negeri Surabaya, mengembangkan ilmu pendidikan, didik putra bangsa, mencetak insan yang cerdas dan kompetitif, berakhlak mulia profesional, paham teknologi, demi masa depan generasi Indonesia, menggapai cita-cita gemilang tujuan kami.
Kami putra-putri PGSD UNESA, teguhkan semangat jiwa untuk meraih ilmu menuju cita mulia, mendidik anak bangsa. Terap langkah maju satu dalam irama, teguhkan janji bakti, menjadi pelita, cerdaskan anak negeri untuk Indonesia jaya. Dalam cipta rasa dan karsa, amalkan ilmu iman dan takwa, harumkan alma mater tercinta PGSD UNESA.
Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go to the next agenda. Please allow me to invite Natasha Ramiza to give his welcoming speech as the Chief Executive of this international webinar. For Natasha, time is yours.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Peace be upon you and Allah's mercy and blessing. Shalom, Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, greetings of virtue. Good morning and best wishes to all of us. Their Excellency, the Coordinator of Elementary Teacher Education in Faculty Education, the State University of Surabaya, Dr. Putri Rahmadianti, SPD, MD, Excellency Students Affairs Advisor for the Elementary Teacher Education in the Faculty of Education, the State University of Surabaya, Mr. Ramadan Kurnia Habibi, SPD MPD, Excellency, our speaker, Mr. Jan Ji-Hye from Korea Consulting Club, Honorable Dr. Ima Widiana, MPD, as the moderator and lecturer of the State University of Surabaya, Honorable Head of Elementary Teacher Education Student Association, Mr. Rahmat Nur Rahim, and of course, guest delegates and to all our future leaders who have joined for today. First of all, let us express our gratitude to the presence of God Almighty, because with His abundant grace, we can gather online in the international webinar activity with the theme Entrepreneurship Shapes the Journey of Korean Content, a theme that is not only relevant, but also very interesting, especially in the era of increasingly rapid globalization today. This webinar is a real manifestation of our commitment. The Student Association of Elementary School Teacher Education Study Program, Surabaya State University 2025, in opening insight and educating students and the general public about how the spirit of entrepreneurship can shape and lead the Korean content industry to become one of the most influential in the world. Through the material that will be delivered by our extraordinary speakers, we hope that participants can understand how creativity, innovation, digitalization, and event management play a role in the success of Korean content, from K-pop, K-drama, to the world of fashion and culinary. I would like to express my deepest gratitude to all the committees, faculties, speakers, and participants who have attended. Hopefully, this webinar will be an inspiring and beneficial learning platform for all of us and encourage the spirit of entrepreneurship among students, university students, and the younger generation to build creative industries in their own country. Finally, congratulations on participating in the webinar. Hopefully, the knowledge and insight we gain today can be valuable contributions for all of us. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Greetings and thank you.
Thank you for the amazing speech. For the next speech, I would like to invite Mr. Ulhak Zuhdi, SPD MPD, to reply welcome speech as the I would like to invite Mr. Ulhak Zuhdi, SPD MPD, to reply Dr. Putri Rahmadianti, SPD MPD, to give welcome speech as the coordinator of elementary school teacher education in Faculty of Education, the State University of Surabaya. First, for Mr. Ulhak, time is yours.
Thank you very much for the Master of Ceremony. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone, honorable speakers, Mrs. Chen Chih Kim, the moderator, Ibu Dr. Ima Widiana, Bapak Ramadan, candidate doctors, student advisor, all the committee. I'm very proud of you. That makes this program runs well. Today, the head of the program, Dr. Putri Ramadianti, is sent regard because she's still have the agenda that must do Today is a special opportunity that we have to learn something that is very useful, that drives innovation, creates job, and change the world to entrepreneurship. One of the country that very successful in the world, especially in Asia, in developing, is South Korea. We have the speakers that will engage on it. And then this international seminar, entrepreneurship, shaped the journey of the Korean content. It's very connected. Think about companies that have from the Korean that have changed the world. Who doesn't know Korean product? My cellular phone, for example, Samsung. The car, Hyundai, Kia. And don't forget, today Indonesia is ranked first in the world as the country with the most K-pop fans. You know, it can be entrepreneurship also, being the K-pop fans, because the ministry of the business that says that there are so many Indonesian people sell the merchandise of the K-pop, so they get money from them. Everyone started with simple ideas. At first, Hyundai maybe or Kia something, it's left behind in the Korean or the European and Japanese car. But now in the world, there's so many Korean cars in Indonesia. In the United States, I have to go there. There's so many cars from the the Korean, for example, in Indonesia, Stargazers, right? And there's so many of the brand from the Korean. Um, the UNESA actually opportunities to become your young entrepreneurship are increasingly opened. There are many programs to improve knowledge, skill, and entrepreneurial spirit from the government, university. The student can take advantages. One of them is UNESA Student Entrepreneurship Program, Program Mahasiswa Wirausaha. It will develop skills in entrepreneurship and profit-oriented. The program is implemented by UNESA Career Center or UCC unit in UNESA. The goal is provide knowledge, skill, attitude, entrepreneurial spirit, and to create young entrepreneurship who educated, resilient, and globally competitive. Not only in Indonesia only, but in all campuses in Indonesia, especially, you will get a free capital to develop your first business if you are eligible. Says the head of the UCC, UNESA, the success of PMW, or you can say student entrepreneurship program, the three indicators, namely role of the students in participating in PMW, or the success of students in running the businesses as entrepreneurship and formation of the business capital as model of entrepreneurship education and entrepreneurship development institution that will donate your ability in the future. Entrepreneurship is not just starting business. It is seeing opportunity where others see obstacles. It's having the courage to take risks, resilience to wear the value, and the vision to imagine a better future. Entrepreneurs are the dreamers, the builders, and the doers. What is the good opportunity actually is the business that is done, not by dream. There are the ones who believe that a single idea, no matter how small, can spark revolution. It can be also your moonlighting, for example. My wife, the head of the language center in ETS, also do a small business like selling beats. Just a just single idea, no matter how small, but it can be hobby, then can make money. The true entrepreneur is not defined by how many times they succeed, but how many times they stand up after falling. They embrace failure as stepping stone to success. They are lifelong learners, constantly adapting, evolving, and pushing boundaries. I think that's all for regard for me. The best regard from Ibu Putri, the head of department, the head of the study program, and billahi taufik wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. All the committee, Pak Ramadan, and all the participants, the speakers, Mrs. Kim, thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, before we go to the main session, let's start this event by praying first. So, the event that will be held today will run well without any obstacle at all. Please allow me to invite Zalwa Putri Widya to recite prayers. For Zalwa, time is yours.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning and peace be upon us all. Dear honorable guests, let us take a moment to bow our hands and pray to Allah the Almighty, so that our activity today may be blessed and run smoothly. Allow me to recite a prayer according to Islamic teaching. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin. Hamda syakirin. Hamdan na'imin. Hamdan yu'afin wa yukafi mazida. Ya Rabbana lakal hamdu. Kama yanbaghi li jalali wajhikal karimi wa azimi sultani. Dear Allah, our Lord, there are no word or expression worthy enough to express our gratitude to you this morning. Other that our thanks for all the blessing and guidance you have bestowed upon us, allowing us to participate in the webinar event today. Please make this event one that you are pleased with, bringing blessing, mercy, guidance, and liftment to all of us. Dear Allah, the All-Knowing, your knowledge is vast and without limits. Therefore, we ask you to grant us useful knowledge as a provision in our lives, and give us the strength to comprehend and apply the knowledge you have bestowed upon us. Bestow upon us who are attending this event today health, strength, and sensitivity, as well as intelligence and wisdom in acquiring knowledge. Dear Allah, the most loving, unite our hearts, align our steps, expand our knowledge, and refresh our understanding so that we may truly comprehend the knowledge contained within this event. Make this activity a noble and beneficial one, and may it be carried out successfully. Dear Allah, our Lord, finally we come up hope that you are the only one who listens to every cry of our hearts, and on you, dear Allah, who grants all our requests. ربنا ظلمنا أنفسنا وإن لم تغفر لنا وترحمنا لنكون من الخاسرين. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم والحمد لله رب العالمين. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for us to go to the main session, that is presentation by our amazing speaker that will be moderated by Dr. Ima. But before, let us present the CV of our moderator today. So, as we can see on the screen, Dr. Ima Widiana, SPD NPD, is a lecturer in the Faculty of Education at the State University of Surabaya. She possesses several abilities, notably fluent communication in English, and has extensive experience going abroad. Dr. Ima is also a published author of books and journal articles. Dr. Ima graduated from the University of Islam Malang in 2007. Then pursued her master degree in English education in 2014, followed by a doctoral degree in educational management, graduating in 2020. In terms of work experience, Dr. Ima served as a mentor in the Deja Vato Erasmus program in various European countries in 2016. Currently, she is a lecturer at the Faculty of Education, the State University of Surabaya. Regarding journal publication, Dr. Ima has published 9 of her articles, including the Scopus Index reputable international journal Q3, Institutional Role and Foreign Ownership in Capital Structure, Decision in Managerial Ownership Companies, published by the International Journal of Advanced Science and Technology in 2020, and the reputable international journal Index Scopus Q4, the development of English language learning management model of non-formal education strategy to improve speaking skill, published by the Test Engineering and Management Journal in 2019. Furthermore, Dr. Ima has also published books, including Glossary for Railway Terms, in Reading Comprehension Skill for Railway Academy, English Language Learning Management based on NVE, and Teaching Materials for NVE-based Learning Management. Lastly, she has other experience, notably a voluntary internship in Spain through the Erasmus program and participation in the Erasmus program in Weimar, Germany. So, without waiting any longer, for our amazing moderator, Dr. Ima Widiana, time is yours.
Okay, good morning everyone. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Is it my voice clear?
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. The Honorable, the coordinators of teachers and primary school educations, Ibu Putri and the Honorable Dr. Ulhaq, and also dear the participants who joined this international webinar on Sunday, especially 2025, 27th April, healthy and without any obstacle. All right, in this good opportunity, I would like to say thank you very much for giving me chance as the moderator today. In the entrepreneurship shape, the journal of the Korean contents, especially in International Webinar 2025 with our lovely keynote speakers, James from South Korea. So first of all, before we are going to the main agenda, I would like to read first her curriculum vitae. Exactly, Jane is my friend, so we met before in 2021 in Germany. So we have like the same Erasmus programs, especially in informal education programs. So I would like to read her curriculum vitae first. So Jane Chie Kim was born in South Korea, and currently she is certified in the intercultural trainers Lewis model of culture. She is also as the community builders, especially after joining the Erasmus program. She is the builder of the community since 2023 until now, and she is also the journalist of internet news media for Walk in the Korea. She is also entrepreneurs of due in diligent interview between expert and venture capital for the cadence. Since 2019, and she's also certified as the facilitator of Korea Facilitator Association 2019 until now. She's also the director of Personal Initiate Women Entrepreneurship Associations. She is also the director of the Korean Association of Career Entrepreneurship and Management. And she is also have so many awards and prizes. One of them as she got the Golden Mic Season 7 award as the first awarded Korean National Speech Contest. She's also awarded in the first place in Ignite Speech Contest of Korea Facilitator Conference. She's also awarded as the first place in Speech Contest Toastmaster District. And the last, she also award citations for the volunteer work from Daegu Volunteer Center 2008. And she has so a lot of experience here that I can't read one by one because so many. And I can conclude that Jane Jie Kim is really amazing keynote speaker and has the best track record because of she has many experience. So in this a good opportunity, we can learn, we can share, we can discuss, and we can also ask some questions to James because he has a lot of experience. So don't miss and stations with in this international webinar because we would like to learn, we would like to share what is going on in South Korea especially. All right, so I would like to invite Jane Jae Kim. Hello, Jane. Are you there?
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Yeah,
Glad to see you
good.
again.
Yeah, thank you for letting me the part of this great event. So really honored for me to be the part of this.
So thank you very much for giving us also chance to invite you because it's really because I know you very well and you are really amazing. So in this good opportunity, in this good chance, let us learn about you, about Korea, shape the journey of Korean content because you have a lot of experience here. You can share to us. So time is yours, James. Well, good luck.
Yeah. Thank you. I'm really happy that I can have a chance and to meet you guys. And I would like to share a bit about the Korean cultures and Korean history and Korean entrepreneurship. Especially I want to touch points about some of the K-pop or these things. Not many though, but I want to explain with the relations and then some of the parts, our Korean characteristic that is relevant to that. Let me share my screen. Okay. Oh. Okay, let me check the sound. Actually, now I am in the library, actually, the public library. And then it is kind of a meaningful to show you some of this place. I recorded last week to show you how the Korean library is like. So yeah, I already got very well introduced. So this is a Korean library. Now I'm in this place. Actually, I wanted to go on live, but I cannot get permissions to take the pictures of the people. So to prevent any of the conflicts about the private information, so I just recorded it to show you how the Korean public library is like.
Especially this library is really good inside of the lake park. So outside of a view is a really, really natural scene. So I love this place, and I will show you how it's like. Sorry, it's just a stop. So let me share again. I don't know why. Let me share it. There was some background noise. Sorry about that, because I just recorded my with my mobile. So, this is outside of the library. This is the main hall of the library. So people can a bit talk in this place, and this is connected to the national some kind of a park, the lake park. So you can go outside and do the jogging or take a walk. This is inside the library, the main hall. See some kids and others and people, small aquarium. If you need to have some talk, chit chat, you can be in this place outside because it is allowed to talk. And this is inside the library. This is especially children place. So children can sit on the floor or sit on the chair and they can read. So in this place, there are a lot of children books. So you can see many children and the teenager there reading. And then Korean, we are sitting on the floor. We love to sit on the floor because we have a floor heating system. So if you go to the place like this, like a toddler, if you cannot walk very long or you cannot walk, you can go inside of this place, take off your shoes, and then you can enjoy the floor sitting on there and reading with parents. And you can see outside, beautiful scene because it is inside of the park. And this place is also sorry. I don't know why it suddenly stopped. So let me share with this way better, I think. This place is for the adults. You can see the automatic self-rent the book, people sitting on the sofa, and also this is for the adults, but they are coming with the children also. And also, if you don't have a laptop or a computer, you can use of this public PC computer, but you need to book it first in this computer, and then you can use you can select which number of the computer you will use, and if you don't bring any, then you can use like this. People are using some computer because these days there are a lot of learning by website or e-learning. People here is not coming only for the reading, but they are coming mostly for their own study or some preparation. And outside there was a small exhibitions, so you can see some of the porcelain and China. They can see that some people's articraft they display there, and also this place is a very inside of the very good place in the park. So you can also sit outside to see the view of the city, and also can enjoy the good sunshine because now it is a spring, very nice weather this day, the best season for you to come, and you can see people enjoy the sunshine and they are breathing there. Yeah, this is something briefly showing you about the how the Korean library is like. Especially this place is a bit better than others, but I wanted to show you and share with you. And another one, actually, beside of this room, there's a meeting. This place is for mostly for any citizen, but many children are using in this library. But beside this room, there's also some club. I'm a member of that. When I got introduced about my awards, there was a Toastmasters club. So let me explain what is Toastmasters club. So this is originated from the U.S. and then this club is for the speech skill improvement and the leadership development. And in Korea, we have 68 clubs in Korea. And I found that there are approximately about 70 clubs in Indonesia also. So if you want to know more about, you can access to this club, and you can also find some club in Indonesia or nearby you. So I am the member of that one. This means we are also, as adults, not only the children or students. As adults, we also very focusing in Korea, lifelong learning. So this lifelong learning, so we are learning until we die. So Korean people love to learn, and sometimes they're too much addicted to the learning. So you can see that I want to show and share how they are doing their meeting now outside. So I will use my mobile phone to show you. Is it okay, Iman?
Yeah, sure, Jane.
Okay, so I will move a bit and show how they are doing their meeting. So let me wait a second. Hello, can you see that? Yeah, here. Today we have a meeting, and also after this we will have a picnic outside of the park. So that's why we have some of the snack here, and people are having some meeting on here. Yeah,
We can hear the voice
they
change,
are
but
addicted
we
to the
cannot
learning.
see
They are
the
all
picture.
like people. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Okay, have you seen?
Actually, we can hear your voice with a number of people, but we cannot see the picture or the video.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay, sorry about that one.
that's
So,
okay. But we can hear the voices.
yeah, there are a lot of people who are still in the
Yeah, a lot of
meeting.
people.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, very sorry. Oh, now you can see here. Wow. Yeah. I don't know how. Yeah, you can see this is the place that I am. Oh, is it okay to show you again how people are doing?
Yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
okay. Let me go.
Thank you. Teman-teman bisa melihatkah? Hello, Jane. Hello, Jane. Can you
Yeah,
hear the
can you see
voices?
that?
No, we cannot see.
Really? Ah, sorry.
Maybe you have to enter first in the
Yeah,
Zoom
so
meeting with another apps.
okay. So anyway, you can hear some vibes. So I am very sorry about the situation, but yeah, they say that they welcome you to come and join our meeting. So really,
We will. We will soon. Let me check the
okay.
ticket price.
Okay, so now I will do what I have to do. So this is a library for the children and the people, adults are still, they are learning to improve their speech skill and the leadership development. So like this, in Korea, the education is really, really the key point and the really important part in life. So that's one of the things that I really wanted to tell you. So if you look at this, Korean is the one of the people that spending a lot of time. So country with the highest time spent per activity, you can see educations. South Korea, they are spending the most of the time among the any other country in their life in education. So you can see that how the Korean peoples are focusing on the education. The people like already said Korean now people are imagining that it's very developed, the Hyundai and the Samsung and the high tech and all these things are something people imagine these days. However, in the past, we were very poor. So we got invaded by other strong countries more than 3,000 times. And it was the situation of mother generation. So it was not long ago. Only 70 years ago, we were this much poor. So my parents also experienced of something like this. And the poor conditions was even they felt hungry. So Samsung now became very famous as a mobile phone providers or semiconductor, but at the beginning, because of Korean was so poor and hungry, so they also started their business selling noodle actually. So their business, the beginning of their business wasn't starting with the noodle; it was something their business, and then because of we do not have much natural resources and 70% of Korea land is a mountain. So because of this situation, we only have the human capital. So human resources was really important. That's why Korean was very focusing on education. So after this is 70 years from the poor condition after Korean War or occupation by Japan, then we become like this in 70 years. How we became like this? Because of some of the entrepreneurship, yes. But one of the key aspect of that one was education. Because of post-war generation, that was my parents' generations, they got very stressed and they got adversity, uncertainty, hunger also, they mentioned. Then it changed a lot like this. You know, if you come to Korea, people are not asking you, how are you? We are asking you, have you eaten your meal? That is a very common greeting between like acquaintance. So people know you already, then you are working together or studying together. Then when you meet each other on the aisle, they will ask you, oh, have you eaten your breakfast? Have you eaten your lunch? We still keep asking this. This is something same meaning of American, how are you? Why are we asking? Because we were so poor. So because of the conditions from the Hungary or these hunger conditions, people keep checking that whether you settle your meal properly. So because of this kind of the historical reason, still we are saying like this, have you eaten your meal? This is a still common greeting each other. And also, if you come to Korea, there are a lot of different side dishes. So in these side dishes with rice, our main dish is rice, like Indonesia. There are a lot of different types of the vegetable. But this different type of vegetable is mostly coming from mountain because of 70% of Korean land is mountain. So we don't have much of a resources. So that's why we have to eat this kind of a different vegetable. We call it namul. And you can see a lot of these vegetables are dried and keep it because we have a different season, fall season. During the winter time, we don't have a vegetable. So we keep drying and then we keep it and we eat it during the winter time to fill up our vitamin and also because of the hungry. So this scarcity of the food makes us very diverse in this different side dishes. And this is one of the example. I don't know you have it, but it is in English, brekon. I don't know. In Korea, we call it bosari, but actually this vegetable having some toxic element inside. But because of this hunger and poor condition, this toxic vegetable also changed into the vegetable as we can eat, and we are still eating that from the taking from the land, and then they dry and then boil and dry, boil, all this kind of the process, they they make it edible. So this kind of the vegetable telling us that because of our poor condition, even some of the vegetable is toxic, they try to change it something to edible. So it, it is something how much we were poor. We can see that from this kind of the different types of the food. So this post-war generation, my parent generations, so they thought about that because of these poor conditions is something that they don't want to inherit it to their children. So everything can be destroyed. Something, whatever you have, or your money, or your house, the war, Korean War, or the colonial conditions, anybody can take from you or destroy your properties. However, what they think in their mind, okay, your knowledge or your experience or your skill, your competence, it is not something that can be taken by others. Even the somebody attack you, still you may lose. You can lose of your some of the money or something, but your knowledge they cannot take away from you. So what they think is something this kind of the soft skill, knowledge, experience, skill, competency is the best thing they have to make their children to have it. That's why they sacrifice a lot and they are spending a lot of money or their efforts for their children to study and education. That is my generation. But it is continued to the next generation also. And the world can be better for my children. That's what they hope. And hardworking to overcome bad, poor conditions for their next generation to be better in their life. And they sacrifice themselves for a better life for the children. So that is one of the sunshine that we can get from our parents, and that's why Korean people have a very high education average of education level. So many people, the literacy level also is really good. So because of this kind of the people thinking, so that's why we have a very strong mind of the studying and education. This is a very short video, just a 1 minute of video showing how high school students' life is like. So this is something funny, but maybe 1 minute you can see how their life is like.
헐!
You can see that their life is so tough. And then, many of you are coming from the education, the teachers and education background, they are making some of the teacher version. So how the teacher's life is like.
Oh shit!
Someday, both of them are very busy and very tired life. Yeah. So in Korea, this college entrance exam is a really big event in Korea. So it held on November. My first daughter will take this exam this year. And this is the most important exam in people's life and in the nationwide. So all country is supporting for this exam. So university by exam result. So after take this exam, you can select of the university based on your output, your results, and spend the entire life for this exam. So during the dates of the exam, the people helping a lot to reach fast to the exam place. So like a policeman also helping the students to reach to the place fast. All people like parents or the schoolmate or the subordinate, they come to the place to cheering their superior. And also on date of the exam, the transportation also increased because of they try to prevent any of the case that students they put so much effort because of the traffic jam, they cannot reach to the examining place. Though, so these kind of things may be so true, so bad. So that's why they increase of transportation during this day. And also the people working also delayed 2 hours. So means that if we're working starting 8 o'clock, so on the day of the exam, we're starting 10 o'clock because we do not want to disturb transportations. And also during the listening test, English listening test, airplane cannot land or take off. So this is all supported by the central government. And also during these days, the foreign exchange market, you cannot buy a stock during this day. So they open 2 hours late to prevent any people are just prevent of this public transportation. So all these things are very big events, and all these things are something supporting for this exam, people who prepare for 12 years. And also this is something funny. High school students are cheering performance. This means that in this school, the third grade, they will take the exam, and the second and first grade, they're subordinate, are supporting and try to cheering their superior before they go for the exam, because it is something big exam and lifetime changing, lifetime opportunity. So they want to cheer their superior. So this is one of the performance they have shown. You can take a look. Yeah, so you can see that how this exam is important and make people think it seriously. So this is one of the events done by one of the school. So by this kind of educations, that we have a very big growth in economy because of only we have talent people with good educations. Compared to North Korea, you can see that how we will develop and progress. And because of this kind of the experience that we have achieved of this fast growing economy, people have a very strong can-do mind because of the historical evidence and experience, and then the story from our parents. So that is something that makes us feel like we can do that if we put our efforts enough. That's why even after graduation, they spend a lot of time in studying educations, but we still having a lot of time spending in the working. So you can see that until 2014, we are the second in the long working hour, but this is a 2023, so we are still the number 6. So you can see that how long we spend our of working. So overtime work is something now they reduced a lot because of we are now pursuing more of a work and the life balance. But however, still we are spending more than any other countries. Like I said, we have a 4 season, spring, winters, fall, and summer. Maybe you think it is very pretty. Yes, fall and spring, the season now, is the time that you should visit. It's really good. But if you if we want to see the snow, you can come to winter time, but however, it is really, really cold. So this kind of the fall season is something pretty, and you can enjoy the different temperature. However, it is also big challenging for us, for the survivor. As you know, you may already know that we are also eating rice in here. But in Korea, because of this weather, we can only have one harvest in a year. So this means because of the cold weather, hot weather, during the time, we divided it into 24 divisions of the year. So what season, what we have to do. So like a seeding, watering, harvesting, irrigating, all these things are something based on the schedule. So if we miss any of this work, this means at the end of the year, we cannot have enough harvest. This means if not enough harvest, that means that you might starve in the future. So 1 year of work is something at the end, and you cannot guarantee if you don't work hard, or sometimes because of the climate changes, or sometimes of like a typhoon, all the spoil of your harvest, it can be happen to you. So in Korea, this is also big obstacle and challenges in life, in history. So that is another reason why Korean people, they have to do something proper job on time. Because of this kind of the backgrounds, like studying, invasion, colonial condition, and Korean War, we have a very low tolerance of failure, make it or break it. This means something you can feel from the Squid Game. It is very obsessed with the survivor. That is the kind of the mindset of Korea. We work hard, not because of we want to grow further. Most of the people have in mind that they want to survive. Even they are okay, when we see them, they are okay, but still people are obsessed with the survive. So you can feel a bit about this from this Squid Game drama. And also because of these strong competitions, coming also from the surrounding. So our nations outside, or strong country like China, Russia, Japan, actually, and also North Korea there. Actually, we didn't have a good relation with them. Previously, we got attacked a lot from the China and colonized by Japan, also Russia. So this kind of the conditions makes us feel like we can be politically having some good relation, but still we have some of the people have in mind that we need to still win them. If not, they will take our opportunity or something. So because of this, still we have a very like an independent way of a competition mindset. Because if we are not doing good, we got invaded by others or something. So all these things are making us to be more strong in competition mind. Because of this kind of the reason, Korean people always want to have something to be fast and also destroyed a lot by others. And also we are very strong in recovery. Now it changed a lot. Our young generations, they are becoming more independent and more individualized compared to the past of the groupism. But still, when something happened, still we are coming together, having a very strong groupism culture in here. So you may saw recently we have the martial law, and during that time, suddenly all what we think they are very independent, they are very individualized. Those people are coming together to the protest for the lifting of this martial law. So all these things are something based on our experience of historically. So we are in the difficult condition, or we think we have to be together to having a better and stronger mindset together. So because of this, the fast culture, if you come to Korea, if you are coming into the very old building, then you can see that the close button is wear and tear because people cannot wait. Korean people is a bit impatient because of this fast culture. So they don't press that much of the open buttons, but they cannot wait until automatically the door is closed. So that's why they press this close button. So new building may not see, but old building you will see like this. And also because of this kind of the characteristic, Korean people want to have a faster internet speed. That's why the one of the fastest in the world. And also we cannot wait until the waitress come to my table in a restaurant. We have a button, so we press this button until so they can notice that they have to come to this place. And now it changed a lot. there is some kiosk on the table. So even you no need to ask them to come, you can order by this. So it changed also because of this like impatient or the faster culture in Korea. And also the Starbucks, they have this silent order application. This is developed by Korea because the Korean people, they don't wait in line and they very unsatisfied with the condition. They have to wait a long line to order the coffee. The Korean side, Korean Starbucks, they develop of this application. So we do not need to wait in line. We can sit on the table and we can order the coffee. And when coffee is ready, we can go and pick up. So this is something, the technology which is developed because of this quick mind. Then groupism cultures is active cooperations for the group goal and identity through the groups, a group before the individual. When something we have a big target, that is something very strong mindset. They are the BTS. So actually they is these many people, many idol or celebrity, if they are the group, they live together in the same dormitory. Maybe they are having a separate room, but they are staying together. So sometimes this is this is a BTS at the beginning. They look so young and child. And at the beginning, while they are living together, they were very young, but now they become like this. When they started, especially this Jungkook, when he joined the big hit entertainment company, as a trainee and living together with other trainees, he was 13 actually. So he was so young. It is the age they still need to have some care from their parents. But he was together with the other trainee peoples to stay together and learn together. And also the Blackpink Jennie is also staying in the training groups and stay together with other group members for 6 years. After that, they become debuted and then become so popular now. Not only in this K-pop area, in the area of esports game, like a Lineage or this kind of game industry, also very strong. So South Korea is very strong in this esports. And they are also staying together. So these gamers are staying together, learn each other, and then cheering each other. Because of this kind of the condition, all people there together are very talented people, and it makes them feel like they are not enough. I'm not good enough because of people around them are so good. So once the J-Hope wanted to quit training and he wanted to leave actually, but the RM persuaded because RM was the leader of the BTS, and also Jungkook cried that time because Jungkook was the youngest among the group member, and then this J-Hope was the very good brothers because this Jungkook, when he joined, he was only 13. He needed somebody who can rely on, and J-Hope was the person instead of the parents. He could be the very good brothers of this Jungkook. So K-pop idols, while they are staying in the dormitory, then J-Hope was a good big brother to Jungkook during the training time. That's why when the J-Hope he wanted to leave this training and wanted to quit it, then Jungkook persuaded him. So this RM and Jungkook make him continue because of it was so hard, and also sometimes make them feel like they are not good enough. So this kind of the community life, living together, grouping together, and then they learn together is something make them compete each other and also learn each other. And also they can share their know-how, what they learn. Best practice can be well shared each other. Also, it is good for taking care of each other and making them a strong team bonding. This is something good point, but still there are some side effects. Because of this kind of the conditions, so many the Korean idol groups and this esports group, they are staying together. They have a very hard training time. Then some of the Spanish reporter asked to RM actually, and they say that, do you think K-pop's overwhelming success is a dehumanized artist? And this is what the BTS said. Korea is a country that has nothing before. So like I explained, we were so poor and it was not long ago. Only 70 years we became like this. So 70 years ago, there was nothing. So we got supported by IMF and UN. But because of people are working so hard to improve themselves, that's why we now became like this. And people say that you put so much pressure on yourself. Life in Korea is so stressful. Yes, that's very true. But that's how we can get things done. It's part of what makes the K-pop so appealing. That's what he said. So there is nothing much time for him, he said himself actually, but that's what makes a K-pop shine. In his 20s and 30s, they put all their energy and time in BTS. That's why they are so talented. So they sacrifice themselves to be a good groups and good talented singers and the dancer and performer. So here we can see that because of these high competitions and high challenges, big challenges like environment, weather, and the surrounding countries, and then education focus, we become better and better each other. We are the average of the 5 people you spend the most of the time with. This is what said by Jim Rohn. He is a very motivational speaker. This means even I am working very hard, but when I see the people around me, they are working even harder than me. So sometimes I feel like, oh, I'm not good enough. I have to work even harder. I should reduce my sleeping time, or I should not having some leisure time. It is something like a working addicted or something people are more focusing on their own development. It is something make the people think that way because the people are like that, surrounded of the people, something like that. That is the major drivers that can make this economic growth. However, there are a lot of side effects also. So because of these hard conditions, we cannot survive without working hard, studying hard. Because of that one, people do not have a time to think about for the better life. So birth rate is dropping. It's very low now, even now 0.76 last year, the birth rate. So this means because of the life in here is so tough, then I don't want to have a baby. I don't want to give this life to my children. That's what young people say. And also, if you sacrifice to take care of your baby, then maybe you cannot continue your career. So all these things are involved. So make this birth rate is dropping like this. So this is one of the big side effects of this very high competition world. And also, you can see that, like I said, that there are a lot of time we are spending, the biggest time that we are spending education among any other OECD country. But there is a problem about sleeping. So you can see that the whole country is at least they are sleeping over 8 hours. But you can see that the Korean is only 7 hours over. So this is also a big problem to us actually. So you can see of this also some story about the high school students sleeping deprivation.
A recent survey showed that young South Korean students are suffering from lack of sleep, and more than half of students chose study as a reason of their sleep deprivation. The state-funded National Youth Policy Institute's survey of 8,201 students and 310 teachers last year found Korean teenagers sleep 7 hours and 18 minutes a night on average. Especially high school students average 6 hours and 3 minutes, which is about an hour and 15 minutes less than the U.S. high school students' sleep amount, and Korean teenagers sleep an hour less on average than students in other OECD countries. They chose studying was the main reason for the deprivation, followed by internet use, private institutes, tutoring, and chatting. High school students in South Korea are suffering from sleep deprivation because of Suneung, arguably the biggest test for them. Suneung, an abbreviation for College Scholastic Ability Test in Korean, is an 8-hour marathon exam which not only decides the student's future college, but can also affect their job prospects, income, where they live, and even future relationships. Most of the students have to study for this once-in-a-lifetime exam, and the reasons behind their lack of sleep, including studying, going to private institutes, and tutoring, are all related to the exam. Most of the high school in South Korea begin school between 7 to 8:30 a.m. However, school does not end for most South Korean students after class is dismissed. Most of the students in South Korea sign up for additional evening classes or private tutoring, and that keep them up as late as midnight. It might seem as a minor problem, however, it brings various side effects according to the Stanford Medicine. It said, quote, sleep deprivation increases the likelihood teens will suffer myriad negative consequences, including an inability to concentrate.
Yes, you can see that some of the problems of sleep deprivations, especially for students, all these things are some of the side effects that we have. And also you can see the working hour is dropping a lot. Yes, this is the kind of the average that we have to do. But in the past, how much of our parents and our generation have worked? You can see the very long hours of working. And now it is dropping and become more and more they want to have and achieve a work and life balance. Entrepreneurship, yes, it is something take the risk and face a challenge in order to achieve success. That's what we had to do to survive in Korea historically. But if we think about as a personal level, as a mindset of entrepreneurship, it is a mindset about taking the risk, trying something, and then facing the challenge to achieve success. Yes, let's say this Mike Tyson said everyone has a plan until they got punched in the face. This punch is something challenges that unexpected challenge that we have while we are trying. And also there's a famous, from Indonesia that getting closer to success, champion also got beaten. So this means that everybody got beaten, everybody got a challenges, everybody got some of the hardship in their life. That is the journey. That is a avoidable journey for the success. So let's have some of the entrepreneurship mind. Even there is something still we can have a side effect like a Korea case, but still this is one of the good way. Take the risk and face the challenges, take the action, test yourself. And then you might get punched. But like Chris said, but you know that what you need to improve. At least you got punched. That is the place that you need to defend and then you need to improve. So we got to know that while we are trying. Rosie, you may know that the Apatu, the song was quite popular, and she also got interviewed about the situation, how hard she was, and here is what she said.
I do want to ask you another thing about the trainee system, because I heard you say that for you, your time as a trainee was basically pretty positive. You described it as a period where you really dedicated all your time to doing the thing that you loved.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, I've read a lot about how the system has been criticized in the culture and also legally as being exploitative, financially, maybe even emotionally. There have been allegations of abuse. And so I guess I was wondering, do you think that the system overall is a good way to help nurture young art and artists?
I personally, because I started so late, I started at 16. This is just like a personal experience for me, but I had like a good system because we had like our producer Teddy and, you know, people looking out for us and taking care of us. So I personally felt like it really helped me quickly pick up on, like, because I had shorter time than all the other girls, and they got me to train in such a short amount of time so I could be as good as the other girls, and that's how I got my career, and I get to do what I do today. And so like for me it's been a pretty good experience.
But it might have been harder if you'd had to do it longer or started younger?
I wouldn't know because I
guess I'm wondering, would you recommend that a teenage girl take the same path that you did?
I think if you have the dream and the determination, then go for it. It was like exactly what my dad said. I was like, me? Like, Dad, I've never done like a vocal lesson in my life. I don't know how to do anything. I don't know, never danced in my life. And I'm like, I was 16. And so, but he was like, Rosie, if you love it, you try it. And if you don't want to regret it in 10 years, you better try it now. And that was probably the best advice. And I went there and I discovered my determination, and that's what I had, and I had the drive. And I remember my parents would be like, Rosie, just like, because it was hard. It was not easy at all. And I'd call crying, and they'd be like, come home. And that would be the last thing I'd want to hear. I'd be like, no, going home is not an option. I'm going to make this happen. And we did it. We came out as Blackpink, and I'm here today. So I think it was
The right thing.
For me, it was.
Yeah, that even it was really, really hard, that she has a very good opportunity to be the best system and can learn it. And she decided to do that, and she was strong enough to keep going. And also her parents say that if you cannot do that, just to come back and we will welcome you and we still love you. And this kind of environment to make her too sustainable in this hard time of a training. And then she really made it. And that's what kind of the people think it is really good. And also, I also agree on her. But not all the people having that kind of a strong determinations and also having that kind of energy. So in Korea now, even there's a very good system for the talented people, but we also trying to having more system for the who doesn't have that kind of energy. So the people who is outside of the school also trying to be taken care by the government system. So that is something, the parts that we are now trying to do more. But definitely what I can say in Korea, system is more for the talented. So most of the country may be the same, but in Korea, the system is something that is good, like entertainment company. They have a very good talented dancer, teachers, and the trainers there. Many of the people, many of the trainees, they want to be the part of this system. That opportunity is not the meaning of success. You become a popular singer is maybe the success, but trying to be the part of that one is also really, really hard. So to get this opportunity to be the trainees or to be the part of the some of the groups, that makes also need to improve ourselves. So then you can go to these groups and then you can study and you can be with the people of the very talented, like Jim Rohn said that you are the average of the five people around you. So like that, we try to be the in a good groups. That's what Korean people is hoping for every time. That's why they cannot stop doing something. So that is one of the reasons. Then you can see that the Rosie say that even it was so hard in her life because she decided that she could make it and she thinks that it was right. This is what she said also. When life gives you lemons, you can make a lemonade. Lemon is something very sour and not much useful. However, we still can convert those challenges into something nice. Even somebody try to make you in a difficult condition, maybe that is something opportunity that can improve ourselves and we can learn something how to overcome it. So this is something is a real entrepreneurship that we can have. Okay, so this is something about the enterprise development, and also like explain that I have a cultural talk for diversity community. I'm running that one to make the better society actually. Then it was starting since 2023. It is in English. The conference every month I'm doing now, and we have a group here. And we have done a lot. And this year also we have done a lot. And I was next 2 months in May, we have a topic with education. So if you are interested in this, also you can join that one because of it is education. And many of you are specialized in majoring in this field. So you can join and you can having a good discussion inside of this conference. So let me share later on about this link. So you can register and you can come and talk with us, with other people also. Then I hope you enjoy the session and you can ask any question if you have. Thank you for listening.
So thank you very much, James. This is really amazing because you give us participants, me as the moderator, also we don't have time to take our mobile phones or even open. We stare, keep on our eyes open to see interesting. Before we are going to open Q&A, because we are here, we have 126 participants, James. 126 participants. Give applause. So mostly the students here are the K-pop followers. So I believe they will ask some questions because mostly of them, they love Korean drama, they love K-pop. So, all right. So before I would like to give chance to the participants for asking Q&A, I would like to ask you one more questions. I'm interested with the Korean people like do it quick culture. This is also I can see, I can feel when we meet in Germany. Unbelievable. In the morning, you start everything in early mornings. At 5, you start working and then you do everything so fast. This is interesting. So I believe in this culture, Koreans people, especially, they think that education is the most important thing in South Korea recently, and they do everything in fast. So that's why they more success in this area. Okay, so one more question for me. If interesting that when you saw the video about the some students when they have an exam and they have like cheering songs of college entrance exam. This is for giving them like such kinds of motivations to face the exam. Is it?
Yes, actually, this is within one school, and not only in school in one school. There are many different way of cheering the examiner because of they know that it is so hard. So on the day of the exam, some of the like a second grade or first grade, they are like a subordinate. Those people are bring some chocolate or something, hot drink or something to give to this examiner, their superior, because it is so hard because they are the next. They know how it feels like. And then some parents in the past, these days also sometimes, you know, we have some sticky candy in Korea. There is something sticky candy. So this is something that, oh, you have to stick to the good university. With this meaning, some of the parents bring this sticky candy and bring to put into the door of the school. So this is a kind of the representing that, oh, you can stick to, you can go to the good university or something. So that kind of things happen. And then many of the parents are, they are waiting outside of the place they are taking an exam and praying and then like this and all these people you can see there. Maybe it's my turn this year because my daughter will have this exam.
Okay. So we can do that, guys. When we have an exam, we can make a yell, like make a spirits, yes. All right, thank you very much, James. So I would like to giving chance for the participants here. We have 130 participants, more participants. So please, if you have any questions, just feel free and don't hesitate. Up your hands. Or you can chat in the column chats and you can type in the column chat. Hi, come on. Is there any questions? You can ask everything about K-pop, about Korean drama.
If you can ask anything, but if I cannot answer, I can give you an answer later on. So don't worry about any questions that is relevant to Korea. If I know, I can answer that.
Ayo teman-teman, apakah ada pertanyaan? Jangan malu, up your hands, langsung mic-nya di on aja. James, well, some of the participants give me text and they have a questions. In Koreans, when you saw to us about the public library, Korean public library, as the foreigner, for example, if we want to go to South Korea and then we want to go to the library, is it also accessible for the foreigner to go inside and borrow some books, or we have to register first and propose as the member first, so then we can go inside to the library.
You can go inside of the library. It is open to anyone to come in and you can take the book and read it. But if you want to rent the books to bring your home, you need to register. So maybe the book renting to bring back home, because of any book we can rent here for 2 weeks, and we can take about 5 or 7 books and rent, because we cannot read it all in this library, so we can rent that. But except that one, you can read inside of the library. And I know that there are many library is a very good place to take a photo in Korea. So there are some popular like library in Seoul and also nearby in Suwon. So you can come and take a picture with a very pretty book setting, bookshelf, and then also you can read a book. There is a good place for the tourists, but in the local area, there are the library like this. Also, you can go and read and you can enjoy. So we are open to anyone.
Wow, I cannot wait to go to Korea and visit
As
your
you
library.
are in the area of the education, maybe you want to observe how people studying or reading a book. Then you can sit down all day long here if you have a time. Then you can see how the Korean citizens are reading and enjoy the time during the weekends or during the weekdays here.
Okay, thank you, James, for the first question, for the second questions. And for the third questions, they are coming from Universitas PGRI Jogja, Bunga Aulia Ramadhani. She asked questions. Are there any opportunity for the collaborations between entrepreneurs from other countries such Indonesia and Korean creative industry? You get the
Which
point?
industry?
Is there any opportunity for collaborations between Indonesians and Korea?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
There are a lot of opportunity, I think. But you have to find the right partners, somebody who is interested in the partnership. Actually, now I'm conducting in English. People in here, they are young generation now, they can speak good English, but most of the people now in a old generation or my generation also, they don't speak that much good English. They can read and write because our education system is more focusing on the reading and writing. Because of that one, the speaking is not so good. Because of this one, when we are thinking about the having a good partnership or collaboration with the overseas, always we think concern about this English level. So the people or the partners in Korea, they may think it is possible if they can speak English, or if they even it is very good opportunity to collaborate. But because of the some language barrier, people already think it is not possible because I cannot speak English. This is something happening in Korea actually. But definitely there are a lot of opportunity. You can find it.
So great. So for the next collaborations, maybe we can have some conference or webinar to talk about Indonesian cultures and Korean cultures.
Great.
Yeah, we wait for that. And the last question, James, about Korea. Because in our country, Indonesia, mostly the young generations, they are like addicted to use their mobile phone everywhere, in the public place, in the public area, even yeah, they like addicted to use their mobile phone. Is it also happening in South Korea with the young generations?
Yes, same. It is the same. It is a universal symptom. And in Korea also, in a school, they are providing some tablets. Every student now, if your family is offered to buy tablet for the to the students, I also vote for them because of they say that they need it. Because of many of the class, there are a lot of online class also. And during the COVID-19, online class was a must. That's why they need to have one computer or tablet. But somebody who doesn't have it or they have a capability or no money to buy that one, the company and no, governments are providing that one. So everyone can have a tablet in a school, and there are a lot of application or technology basis class also. So even you are the mathematics class or the English class, some of the teachers are using about this tablets or the mobile um, with the interacting with the students. This is a kind of the trend in Korea now, but some of the students, because of the mobile phone, once they have it, then it is something they don't focusing on the studying and they don't listen the teachers teaching. Because of that one, some school they are collecting those mobile during the class, and there is a big box of putting their mobile, and then at the end of the class, and they one person bring all those box and put it, and then they take it back. So some school like doing like this. So it depends on the school, because of a school also need to get approval by the parents that is it okay to collect your children's mobile or not. Because of some of the parents, they want to their children to keep their mobile because of some of the urgency or something. So it depends on the school decision. But many of the school they are collecting because of the students are not concentrated on the studying. So yes, Korean is the same, but we think it is a problem, but still we think it is one of the parts of the digitalized world and trends that we have to adapt.
Okay, thank you, James. And the last question is about because when we talk about integrated technology that we use, especially for the young generations, is it also commonly happen in South Korea that the students also use ChatGPT? Are you also familiar with ChatGPT?
Yeah, I saw that my daughter is also using the ChatGPT, and now this is a big dilemma. Because of teachers are giving some task and homework, and the students are doing the homework by ChatGPT. It happened here in Korea also, and there is also some application. My second daughter is not a good student, so she also using this application to solve the math problems. Then she didn't do her homework properly. So there are many this kind of the not a so good application, but they can use it. And this ChatGPT also previously teacher didn't know that, but students know it better. Then they
Yeah,
can
yeah,
use. That
I
is the
agree.
problem. So the teacher now try to catch up, and now they be trying to become better in the capability of using ChatGPT than the students. Then they can see whether this is from ChatGPT or not. So now I saw my daughter's homework that she said that I cannot use ChatGPT. Then why? The teacher asked me to write down the source. Where is this data
Yeah.
is from, or where this is coming from? All these things are need to be by the people that you test, you have to say that. It is something irresistible. We cannot deny using of it, but we can use it in a smart way. So the teacher now, they also try to using it because it is no choice, because they cannot prevent it, but now they try to make it more smart way.
Yeah, I agree with you, James. Because mostly the teacher has the same problem with ChatGPT because at the beginning they don't know at all about ChatGPT. But I agree with you that student recently in this era, they are smarter than the teacher because they can use everything with ChatGPT. So as the teacher, we have to think smart. We have to learn more about ChatGPT, and we have to. Yeah, I agree with you. We have to put the sources so we can detect the student use ChatGPT or not.
Yes, right.
Okay, thank you very much for sharing in this session. So, once again, as the participants, we would like to say thank you very much for your time, for sharing. Hopefully, next seminar, in the center webinar, we can share more. And I'm interested if you have like in the cultural talk, you can share to us so we can join with your international talk culture diversity.
Yeah. So next one is about education. So if you are interested in that one, please
Yeah.
join and let's have a talk. This is
Sure.
a discussion basis.
Sure. So we would love to. All
Yeah.
right. So
Because of the time limit, I cannot cover all the question and answer. So you can email me or you can contact me so I can try to answer you later on.
ya, great. Jadi teman-teman ini sudah selesai ya, Mbak Panitia. Apakah sertifikatnya bisa kita tampilkan di layar? Dan jika ada pertanyaan, silakan nanti menuliskan ke email ya, Jane secara langsung. Panitia? All right. So Jane, once again, thank you very much for your coming and good luck.
Yeah.
Have a good
Thank you very
day
much.
this Sunday. And I would like to give this session to the master ceremony. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We have amazing speaker that delivering such informative and insightful presentation and discussion. Also, once again, thank you very much to our outstanding speaker, Miss Jen, and also our amazing moderator today, Dr. Imam Widiana. Honorable distinguished speaker, participants, ladies and gentlemen, apparently this is the end of this international webinar. These are the agendas that we have presented to you. So, let's come up to the last session. We are going to have a closing ceremony. Well, honorable distinguished speaker, participants, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for participating in our event today. Hopefully, all of us can learn something and get inspiration from this webinar. Now, we have already made special certificate for our outstanding speaker and moderator today, Miss Jen and Dr. Ima. For Miss Jen as a speaker, please be ready to documentation session.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
The picture will be taken in 3, 2, 1. Thank you very much. Okay, next. For Dr. Ima as a moderator, please be ready to documentation session. The picture will be taken in 3, 2, 1. Thank you very much. Okay, thank you very much for the knowledge that has been delivered by our amazing speaker and moderator today. And for the last part, for all participants, please be ready to turn on the camera because we will take the picture as a documentation and memories for this amazing and insightful event. The picture will be taken in 3, 2, 1. The next slide, please be ready. I will count down again. 3, 2, 1. The next slide, please be ready. 3, 2, 1. The next slide, please be ready. 3, 2, 1. The next slide, please be ready. 3, 2, 1. Okay, the next slide. Please be ready. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so thank you very much. Now, we remind you to do your present in the comments column. Presence is given for 10 minutes. Finally, if you're looking for another event of us, you can check our official Instagram account at hmpPGSD_UNESA and our YouTube channel, PGSD UNESA. On behalf of the committees, once again, I would like to thank to the speaker, guests, and all of the participants. Also, I would like to apologize if any mistakes, and we hope we will see you soon in another event. Have a nice day, everyone, and thank you so much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Peace be upon you.